Oh, fuck. Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing a motherfucking live stream. Outrageous. And it is outrageous, friends. It's outrageous because once again I have returned to you, this time with a motherfucking live stream. A sneaky live stream. Welcome, Miss Marianne. How are you? You are first. How do you do? You are well, I hope. It's just us two at the minute. How fun. Today, I have been putting up for sale quite a few perfumes, actually, on my eBay shop. So if you're in the UK, please take a look. And if you do know me, get in touch away from the eBay and they will be cheaper. Good weather in London, says Miss Marianne. Welcome, Heretic. How are you doing? Welcome, Dropout. Okay weather up here today. Not great, not bad. Typical mid-September weather. You can tell the 12-hour evenings are coming soon. You know. I also went on a little mission today to the mall, as you Americans like to call it. My local mall, which is called the Metro Centre. I went there and I smelled the new Dior Privé. I smelled the new Dior Privé. The, whatchamacallits? The Esprit de Parfum. Shite. In a word, shite. Pointless shite. Oh, God. Look, Browns, I understand that well. If you don't mind, is there any chance you would reconsider? You would consider and accept £65 if you contact me. Comment on a video on YouTube. If you comment on a video in YouTube, and I will sell you it at that price, but not on eBay. But I will not knock off £10 to sell you it through eBay. This is because they will still take their motherfucking... They will still take their motherfucking fees, which are extortionate. But I will take 65 plus shipping. He wants my baptême de feu. Yes, hope you and your family are well and safe. Yes, yes, they are. Thank you for asking. Yes, and you. As soon as you have commented on said video, I will send you my email. £380 for 80 mil is insanely crazy. It is. It's crazily insane, isn't it? It's absolutely fucking wild, to be honest. Fancy that. Welcome, floating man. I can't be dealing with them kind of prices. That's just fucking... That is just utter greed. And frankly, well, I'll talk about them when there's a few more people in, so more people get the hint. You know? Or more people get the information, I should say, not the hint. Welcome, Dushan. Someone is wearing De Profundis. I changed my fragrances to autumn winter from spring summer too. Exciting. It's the most wonderful time of the year for fragrance brands. Everybody, what is your fragrance of the day? Mine is this. Courageous Homme. Courageous Homme. How do you feel about that? Courageous Homme is a very vintage fragrance. A very vintage fragrance. In fact, I'm going to adjust my camera. I'm going to give that a little wipe. There you go. Ms. Marianne. Thank you, much appreciated. Please have a look at some of my offerings. I will do my best if you will find anything of interest. What? My G. What are you talking about? I'm not buying anything. Oh, guess what? I found a couple of perfumes today that I didn't know I had. So crazy. Oh, nothing there for me, friend. Sorry about it. I've had a look. You have all of the creeds in the 2020 form, of which I do not want. Nothing there for me, but thank you very much. So, let's have a look. It's extrait de parfum, so it should be 40ml and half price. Who uses 80ml extrait that much? Oh, but interestingly, they sell 280 pounds in Japan. Weird, very weird. Welcome, DJ. Welcome, Pradeep. Rich family, a bottle of Equipage Geranium. Yay! I'm glad you found one. You got what you were looking for. Your friend managed to pick it up for you. Hopefully you get to see him soon and get your bottle. Exciting. Exciting, exciting, exciting. And that you can all enjoy the perfumes you so richly deserve. Ooh. Oh. Those are not extras, apparently. They are esprit de parfum. Oof. Welcome, Zhao. Zhao was wearing Violette Valenca. I am jealous. Smelled Ruade yet? No, I haven't. Not yet. Sorry. No, I don't think you understand, sir. I don't think you understand. £75. There is a person trying to buy perfumes off me at a cheaper rate on eBay, and I do not wish to do it because they will absolutely sting me for fees. Bad fees. Amber and Away smells like a biryani. Amber and Away's got an absolutely shit wood note in it. It's got an absolutely shit wood note in it. It's got like a big Javanol. Big fake wood. A big fake wood note in it, and it's just not very nice. I've got the two samples. She gave us two samples. She was very lovely. She was a very pretty lady, and she was very helpful. She was very kind and very nice. And we had a good talk. Tyrone Lancaster, welcome. She gave me some Udith Bahan and some Amber and Wheat. Amber and Wheat. And Amber and Wheat has this kind of cinnamon. Sweet, woody. It's a little bit Christmassy. It's lovely at the top. Smelled it at the top, and it's really lovely. Base dries down a bit shit. If I'm being honest, it's got that sandalwood, woody. Oh, come on, mate. Excuse me. You better get on your knees and pray. Pianich is on the way. Black lacquer reminds me of tobacco oud, but more patchouli resin smoke. It's definitely a return to form. It's definitely one of those older Tom Ford-esque type perfumes, isn't it? It's got that kind of wood, black, polished, shiny kind of material that humans make, you know? Oh dear. Excuse me, I've got an itchy foot. What's that doing there? Wearing Tom Ford white suede today. Says Tyrone. It's good stuff. I like white patchouli too. I'm not sure where Pradeep gets biryani from for Amber and Away. Your foot itches because you didn't wipe it enough. I'm going to be wiping my feet. Oh my goodness. Black lacquer is absolutely fantastic, surprisingly. Mysterious, refined, unique and elegant, but sexy. Any tips where I can get it cheap? Says Floating Man. I don't think you can be. Whoops, sorry, got my parts confused, says James. Ooh. Rich, you don't wear knees at 10? In the winter, I do. The man who wiped his feet. MJ is wearing Enfants Mythique. I'm bringing a wee Esprit, not ADP. You have commented on my last video. But have you really? Oh, hello. Yes, you have. Hello. Please email richmich@yahoo.com. Hi, Country Esquire. Welcome. You were wearing cravat. How fun. Shalimar Millesime Jasmine next. Yes. God forbid, girl on, don't get to, don't forget girl on need to release their flankers because they think that's the only way they'll make money. Hey, have you tried Dear Essence? Yes. It's okay. Hello, Jordan Albro. Vanilla, Tonka, Iris, Jasmine, Dun, Rose, Bergamot, remaining. Yep. Dior will do everything except release a new creative and amazing fragrance, as will Chanel, it seems, because I smelled Super Leggera today, and guess what? That's shite as well, friends. That is absolutely shite. I sprayed it from the bottle. I'd smelled it before, but I hadn't sprayed it, worn it. I went in today, and the woman I'd spoke to the last time I was in Sora's, and she was like, yes, we've got the bottle out today. I was like, yeah, I was praying she wouldn't come and talk to us. Fucking sprayed it on myself. She was like, the last time you were in, we actually had a bottle. If I'd been free, I'd have been able to sell you one. I was like, I bet you fucking wouldn't, because I wouldn't have bought it. It's absolutely super le shite, says Joe. Yes, absolutely shite. Painfully grunt. Savage. Awful scenes. Just the dross we've been subjected to recently has been atrocious. And would you believe Tom Ford, of all people, has come through? Tom Ford. It's been painful. I had to get rid of Super Leggera after 2 days rotten. It's crap. It's a Burger Musk. It's a Burger Musk. They're 10 a penny. Just pick one for cheaper from another brand. It smells exactly the same. Bergamot and fucking white musk. Rubbish. Rubbish. Ooh. What can you do? It's painful. It's painful, friends. Pardonnez-moi. Pardonnez-moi. Oh dear. Maybe Disillusioned would have been better. Maybe Disillusioned would have been better. Possibly EMBO by Girl On has been discontinued. Ensemble Mythique I forget what BO stands for. Girl, that's getting discontinued. Too many legends. Tonka Imperial, Bois d'Harmonie 2. Yep. I guess the 20s will be known for nothing in terms of fragrances. Spaced out. I can't think of anything that's been released in the 2020s that's been life-changing. Maybe Tom actually was involved after being bored with retirement. I don't know, because he's been involved in there for the last number of years, and they've been releasing stuff like Lost Cherry and Bitter Peach. You know what I mean? So I'd like to think he was involved. I just don't think he was. The notes in the new Tom Ford sound horrible. I'm surprised it's well received. I will need to try it. It's very smoky. It's very good. Woody. Scott says, thoughts on Opium Perfume? I have an original release and I love it. Worth hunting down? Depends which version you are hunting down. Yes. Either way. I actually think the later versions of the EDP, the most recent ones, were actually really good. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. It's Travesty Girl on discontinuing Tonka Imperial, Bois d'Harmonie, Ensemble Mythique and Bois Mysterio is terrible news. Some of their top perfumes. It would appear they're not selling. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to say. Today, do you know what I found today, which brought me great mirth, and I was very happy. Today, I found a bottle of vintage Silver Mountain water from it was either 2002 or 2007, right? I found that bottle, and I didn't know I had it, so I put it up for sale. I found a bottle of Creed Venetia, sealed as Creed are, you know. Put that up for sale. And then... and then I found a backup bottle of this. I found a backup bottle of this that I didn't know I had. Royal Oud. I found a backup bottle I didn't know I had. I am delighted. That means I can start using this without being fucking crippled with anxiety. Get the fuck in. I am chuffed. I am chuffed. I'm pleased to be putting some things up for sale. I hope they do sell. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. The Royal Oud is what brought me the most happiness, I must admit. I'm going to put some of my vintage Rochas Femme up for sale as well, because I've got about 4 bottles of that, and I don't need all 4, you know. I love it, it's good, but if anybody's after a bottle, let me know in the UK. Divine says, sold my old fashioned, need a single malt instead. Sometimes do you know what it is? I'm not just saying this, and I'm certainly not saying it to have like a go at you or like I told you so or anything like that. Sometimes only the vintage will do. Like, do you know what I mean? Nothing would make me happier than I'd have saved a fortune over my life if I would have settled, if I could settle for the more modern versions of things. But sometimes only the vintage will do, and I think that old fashioned is a case in point. Like, I've heard, you're not the first person I've heard say that they were delighted to hear that old fashioned was coming out, and then they've smelled it and they've been like, oh no, the changes were too significant in my opinion, missing the fruitiness, structured, more dry, woody and boozy. Yeah. It's to do with the restriction of materials. It's to do with, sometimes they reformulate stuff, you know, just so that they can either cheapen the formula to broaden the profit margin, or so that they reformulate it to keep up with the times, you know. So they might have some data that tells them that people are more into dry and woody, boozy fragrances than they are into fruitiness these days. So they've tried to bring a fragrance back under, under the banner, if not the name of. I'll just keep that there because it's nice to look at. Keeps us cheered up. Like if they've been like, this is single malt, but it's a new name. Like, but wink wink, it's single malt, and it's not. It's been done loads of times, and it's painful when it happens. Like, how's Sebastian's juice box? Do you spill the beans? Well, I found juice box in the local Harrods today. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I found it in the local Harrods, and it's shit. Juice box are shit. Hi, are you in the UK? I didn't smell Sebastian's perfume because it wasn't there. So I'm sorry about that. But I did smell some of those, and they were shit. Just didn't smell it. It was there in the photo. Well, I didn't smell it. Are you sure it was there in the photo? Because I didn't smell it, mate. I should say I didn't see it. Where's the photo? Have I deleted it? Yes, I have deleted it. If you've got that photo, Pradeep, send it to us and I'll have a look at it. You better get on your knees and pray. Hello, Ali boy, how are you? Cheers box. We will never know. Can robes defeat the shills, or is it a lost cause? I don't know if we can defeat them and kill them off forever, but I do think we can grow our share of the community back to recognizable and to a recognizable form, and we can have a voice and push back against the shills. I don't know if we can make them to shame them and just keep them away because there's too much money involved, but I do think that I do think we can fight back and push back on these people because I think that it's a natural thing. We've got like nature, like people's natural inclination when they see people giving infomercials is to treat them as such, like be cynical about them. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh, brilliant. Oh, fantastic. £65 plus £5 shipping. £4.59. Sorry. 59 shipping. I will send you tomorrow. Tomorrow. If you want. Both bottles, the sealed and opened one, I will to you for 100 for both. £4 plus £5. You can send money to Rich. Oh, fuck. Sorry, friends, I'm selling bottles of perfume on stream. Makes a difference from buying them. PayPal. Makes a difference from buying them on stream, which I've done before, you know? So, we are selling bottles of perfume on stream, my friends. But I do think that we can have a greater say and stop people like fucking Jeremy and Curly Fragrance from making us look like absolute bastards in front of the whole world. And be seen as not just an opportunity and as a captive audience to be taken advantage of, you know. Make Jeremy great again. That ship has sailed and sank. Tyrone Lancaster says, "What's a good Les Indomitable to start out with? Just buy the sample set, mate. You'll. Wow, which I know you had at some point, but probably send it out to US." What? Miel du Bois. Right, Peter, if you want to either send me the money or tell us that you want one or both, then whatever you want. I tried one called Black Powder by Juicebox today, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. I imagine it had a fat amber wood in it somewhere deep down inside of its dark and tarry soul, you know. That said, I was expecting one to come forth through... Excuse me, friends, I'm just pouring myself a motherfucking Volvic. Got some nice mineral water for myself tonight. Oh, that was colder than I thought it was going to be, Lord. So Black Powder by Juicebox wasn't bad, but the rest of them were just derivative, boring. I've smelled that style before. I dare say I'll smell that style again. In fact, I'm not going out on a limb when I say I'll smell that style again, because I will, because you always do. I tried Sebastian's one by Juicebox and it wasn't bad. It's not extraordinary and unique. It's creamy, boozy, sweet, spicy scent, but it's better among the Juicebox ones, in my opinion, says Miss Marianne. I mean, if you think about it, it's around. I remember Sebastian when he had less than 30,000 subscribers. I remember when he had to start again. You know what I mean? I remember. I've known of Sebastian. Sebastian's got a huge channel, and while he doesn't do paid reviews. I can't say he's a shill. I can't say that, but you know, he had a little bit of crossover, and he's an enthusiast. I would be happy to call Sebastian an enthusiast, and to say somebody, while it's not quite the same as Eugene, you know, or Peter from Fragrance View, who started their own brands, you know, who both went about it different ways. While it's not like that, I mean, to see somebody like him and Ashton's, you know, directed a couple of fragrances, bad as they were. He worked, I mean, the Galleria one's pretty bad. Smelled the Galleria ones, they were pretty rough, but to be fair to Ashton, you know, he did expose and give insight into that side of it, you know, what goes on at Navitus. It's amazing to think that people that I remember like that have been able to hop the fence and get onto the creating of fragrances style. I don't know that's something I'd ever want to do. I sit and like talk to Eugene about the creation of his fragrances, and I'm pretty no responsibility on my side, no worries, no fucking that's no fucking no pressure, no nothing. I can just sit there and either listen to Eugene or we can talk about things as friends, you know. Or if he wants, I can sit and brainstorm ideas with him. Then that's fine. But that's about as far as I probably want to go. Like I couldn't do what they've done and sink my own money into it. I haven't got this. I haven't got the self belief. Like I haven't got it. I'd be too worried about losing all my money. Plus, I'm in different financial straits now. You know, I don't have the ability to make that money back. I know how much Eugene's brand set him back. I don't know the specifics about what Peters did, but I know that he definitely footed a lot in terms of money, in terms of time, in terms of blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? Like they backed themselves properly. The other people who have made fragrances haven't had to sink their money into it, like. And as the saying goes, you always run out of other people's money. You always run out of other people's money. You know? And believe us when I tell you the opposite's true as well. You can certainly run out of your own money chasing fucking dreams. So, fair play to them. They're the ones who deserve the most respect for the fragrances that they've released. It's remarkable, really. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, I will not stand in your way. I will not stop you. I will not prevent you. I will not halt you. I will talk to you, in fact. I will talk to you about these two Dior Esprit de Parfums. Amber Nuit and Oud Ispahan. Esprit de Parfum. I need to tell you about them. Other people's money is underrated. Well, it's fucking... It was always just like a gimmicky fucking wordplay thing to fucking say, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Although it does kind of indicate like a lot of people's... Well, I say a lot of public figures' attitude towards spending tax pounds and fucking dollars or whatever it is, whatever currency you live in. Frivolous work. Using other people's money, you're a lot more careful when it's your own. Welcome, Raj. How are you? You're wearing Venihavan. Have you heard about the Venihavan Oud, Raj? Have you heard about that? It is coming. Apparently, they're sending it out next week. Also, Every is supposed to be dropping me a motherfucking email. They're supposed to be dropping off my parcel within the next 20 minutes. I don't know what this person's talking about, man. de feu. And chicken fried. Sorry, how's that fat electrician you have? Lazy and smelly, and he keeps showing us his butthole. No, fat electrician's really good. Like, it's oops, it's a quality perfume. It's sorry, I'm just replying to this person who is being strange. Fat electrician, like a nutty. It's a bit like vetiver tonka, but with like a sugar glaze. You know, like a Krispy Kreme. You know how they've got that glaze on them. Imagine vetiver tonka, but with like a Krispy Kreme donut glaze on it. Really nice. Welcome, Yvonne. Carl says, yeah, like the amber and away spree. I discovered a nasty little sandalwood, woody kind of note somewhere deep inside it, and I did not like that about it. I do not like that about it at all, but I need to spend more time with it. I'll be back in a minute, friends. I must dehydrate. Please like the stream while I'm away. Hello, I have returned to you, my friends. It is I, Rich Mitch. I think I just sold 2 perfumes to a man, lovely man called Peter. He said he will send me the money, and so when he does, I will pack them up and I will send them to him. I'm sending him 2 bottles of Baptême de Feu by Serge. Sold me a lot of Serge Luton recently. Good Lord. Just the ones I don't wear. Sold Diane Blonde. Sold Duce Amare. Fuck knows how you pronounce that. I'm so sorry. A bag of bottle of Vetiver Oriental, which I've got like 6 of. Oh God, what were the others? I can't remember. I thought Diamond Blonde was nice, but I was never wearing it. It's one of those, I'll tell you, I have come to realise about myself, right, that I have been guilty in the past of buying fragrances that I really like the smell of, but I will not wear. And I think that's an easy trap to fall into. It was for me. You know? Really, really fucking silly. So what did I do? So it was, what do we have here? There was a bottle of Cedra, Duce Amore, Araby, Vetiver Oriental, and Diamond Blonde. And I sold her them. And now I have sold these to my friend Peter. Thank you, sir. I'll take those off the eBay. Oh, mate. Okay. I need to just take them off in case I double sell them. And God knows I don't want to be giving fucking eBay more fees than they deserve. Araby is fantastic, but I get what you mean. Too sweet. Sickly sweet. Too much. You know? Too much. I will end listing. It is no longer available for sale. And then Baptême de Feu. I wish to end the listing. It's no longer available for sale. Okay. Yay, I will. Can you send me your email? Could you send me your address, please? Marvelous. Address, please, and I'll ship them tomorrow. Okay. Sorry, friends, I feel like I've neglected you all a bit. I will show you the perfumes. My vote goes to Sycamore. What are we talking about here? What's your take on Tour de Hermes? I love Tour de Hermes. It's a fantastic perfume. Very clever. Very, very, very clever perfume. I was offended when I smelled Araby and people compared it to Jubilation. Yes. Yeah, it's not Jubilation. I get it's a hell of a stretch, though. I get where they're coming from, but it is a bit of a stretch. I'll be honest. Like, I can see it. I know what you mean. I know what they mean. But it's not like Jubilation. It's not like Jubilation. So here are your Baptême de Feu. Oh. You better get on your knees and pray. Panic is on the way. Jubilation's water-like performance is way more disappointing. Didn't used to be like that, you know. It used to be really potent, like. Jubilation is woman repellent. Smells expensive. Smells like fucking big money. Well, I can buy a 2008 bottle brand new in box for $1,200. Wow. What is the batch code of that Royal Oud? The batch code of this Royal Oud is a mystery, mate. It's a mystery. I've got literally no idea. I don't know where it is. Oh, yes, there it is. if you want to try and read that, be my guest. Right. So, search 7501 A C84. Oh, fuck knows. You're just gonna have to wonder, mate. It's just one of life's questions. You know, I can't really make that out. It's a 2018. I think it's A43188801. There you go. I had to read that upside down and at a fucking outrageous angle, which nearly broke my neck. Welcome, manly sense. You are wearing Monsieur de Givenchy. My vote goes to Sycamore. Agree on Sycamore. I hope you're all well, Monsieur Frederick Marles. Struggle. I like Touche Amore, nice green absinthe rice. Yeah, it's got a bit of that. It's like a vanilla white floral to me, you know. It's got a touch of that, but Araby is fantastic, but I get what you mean. Agree on Sycamore. What Ivan said about Sycamore is still the best vetiver. I just rearranged some of my perfume. I'm selling Bee by Zoologist as well. I've got it up for sale for 150. Somebody contacted us today and they were like, "Hi, would you take 110?" And I was like, "No, absolutely no. What are you talking about 110 quid? Fuck off. I haven't even got offers on, man." And was it 120? It was one of those numbers. It was in the low hundreds, you know. And I was like, "No, I won't." Like it's been up for like 4 hours and it's got like 6 people watching it. Like I was like, "Nah, mate, I'll just fucking wait." Like, my friend Peter, you will get your perfume tomorrow. No, you won't. You'll probably get it on Friday, if I'm being honest. Tribulation 40 is probably the biggest letdown from Amawaj, says Joe. He's not wrong. Lyric and interlude are pretty good, says Ivan. Welcome, Ange. Hey, friends. Hey. I had skipped a beat when I saw the Baptême de Feu. I've just sold them. 100 quid for both. Are any Amawaj good? They're all horrible on me, says Ryan. Try Diamant. Do you rate Grand Soir? No. Actually, I don't rate Grand Soir. I think Grand Soir's crap. I don't understand. It's probably one of the most boring perfumes I've ever smelled. Here's something else as well. I was in the department store Harrods today, and I walked past the Kirkjohn, the Maison Francis Kirkjohn counter, and lo and behold, what was there on the wall? A massive picture of Francis Kirkjohn. I thought, oh, you cocky little bastard. That's all he's interested in these days, getting his picture taken, being on fucking camera, giving interviews, talking about fucking all the famous people he knows, and instead of making perfume. Those Esprit de Parfum have really let me down. And she says 100 for both. Damn happy for that person. Well, to be fair, I am not looking to make money off my fellow fragrance friends. You know, the person approached me on eBay and said, "Hello, friends," or "Welcome, friends." And he was like, "Sorry, I had to say that." He was like, "I'm interested in buying your Baptême de Feu. Would you do it for 65? I was like, "Contact me on YouTube." To which he replied something else. And I was like, no, contact us, leave an email, leave a message on YouTube. If you leave a message on YouTube, I can leave you my email address there. And when I leave my email address there for you, you can email us. And when you email us, I can give you them cheaper. You know what I mean? Because we can just not bother with fucking eBay, you know? And at the same time, if you are, I know what it's like to be a surge victim. Do you know what I mean? A victim of the surge. I know what it's like. I'm not looking to score off friends and stuff. I want my money back. And with certain perfumes, I would like to make a little bit, but I'm not going to be gouging. I'm not going to be gouging. You know, I ain't about fucking making vast quantities of fucking money on perfume, unless it's off some random, you know. But if somebody comes up and is like, "Oh, follow you on the channel, Rich," and I'm like, "Oh, cool, no problem." New formulation's a bit too sweet on the Juby. I have an older Juby and it's close to the modern in strength, a bit better. I only like Gold Man, says Paroli. I'm not a fan of Gold Man. I had the original Gentleman's Cologne, which I sold to Audrey Jane. And she really liked it. Like, she loves it. And it's a stunning perfume as a perfume. You know, it's a proper big, classic women's perfume. You know, it's got the big yellow florals. It's got that slight pissiness. It's a big, classic perfume. And it was a little bit too classic for me. You know, it was like Bala Versailles. I can't wear Bala Versailles, you know. Lyric and interlude are pretty good. Jubilation 40. Surprised by that. I thought non-mag White Cap was nuclear. Maybe people have blown smoke up the old version's ass. I think there's always a little bit of that, isn't there? Everybody kind of makes out that the old versions of things are better than they actually are. I think it's the same thing with art. As soon as the artist dies, everything they ever did was fucking, like, beatified, wasn't it? You know what I mean? He once stepped in a turd on this street. Now there's like a plaque, and the paving slab next to it has been fucking enshrined in fucking, like, by the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Mental. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Send me the bee, says Ange. Are you in the UK? The bee is yours. Amber Sultan's better than Grand Soir considerably as well. Like, it's not close. It's not close. If I were Francis Curtis on, I would be cocky too. Well, you would be if you were getting paid that kind of fucking money, wouldn't you? His photo is on the wall here too. God, I just couldn't. I couldn't ever, like, have that conversation with the marketers. Like, yeah, put my photo on the wall next to the perfumes. I'm like, oh. Francis Curtis John is living off his name. It's like Usher singing at the Super Bowl. Yes, you're absolutely spot on. You said UNESCO, you nerd. I did. Oh, yes, the Love Delight was absolutely horrid. If I would blind smell it, I would say that it would be a basic designer release. Francis Curtis Jones put a snake around him and then take a picture like Killian, says Brush. Depends what kind of snake. Maybe it's a constrictor. I bet you have a picture of Pierre Bourdon on your wall. That's not a bad idea, actually. Don't put ideas in my head. I like how perfumers have to hold a full deck of scent strips 24/7. Yeah, they're like Edward Scissorhands, but with scent strips. Edward scent strip hands. You know? Are you a perfumer, or is that a paper peacock in your hand? Hey. I'd buy all of your good ones if I was getting deals like that. Not that you have many good ones, seems to find. Maybe the Acro Glow will be a better amber than Amber and Away. Esprit. It looks promising, actually. Just get the vintage Amber and Away. Just get the old Amber and Away. You know what I mean? Just get the Amber and Away version that I've got. It's brilliant. It's fine. It smells nicer. Performs massively. Doesn't have this really weird sandalwood note in it. That shouldn't be there. I also smelled the new... Oh, no. Don't break. I also got the version of the new... Excuse me whilst I reapply Drake. Of the new Eau d'Ispahan Esprit. It's not great. It is very nice and very smooth. tomorrow and send you a picture of the tracking. So I think this guy might just be a little bit nervous because he sent us 100 quid and I didn't email him back. Maybe the outdoor glow balabasai smells like crotch rot. Hello everyone, welcome Sandra. I take a framed picture of Maurice Roussel and his Nietzsche face. Put a picture of Balenciaga pour on the wall. Honest to God, right? I have been on my watch list on eBay. I have got a poster of the Balenciaga pour home advertising copy. Got a poster of it, right? And I'm seriously considering buying it and having it framed. I'm not kidding. This has been going on for a couple of years now. I would seriously do that because I can absolutely tell you that one of the perfumes I will not be selling is Balenciaga Pour Homme. I have a cool old advert for Band-Aid I'd like to get framed. Art Deco. Talk about those esprits. Not in the UK, need a mule, says Ange. If you find one, let me know. Where would you be taking them to? America? I'm increasingly hearing that Bois d'Argent smells like nothing now. I did ask the lady today, why didn't they do Bois d'Argent? An answer there came none. She just didn't know, and I didn't want to. I hate those people who shout and swear and are nasty to sales associates. What the fuck do you want those people to do about it? Especially when you've got questions of the brand, you know? If you've got questions of the brand, right, they do not make executive decisions. They do not make fucking marketing decisions. They don't make creative decisions. They just try and sell them. So unless they're giving you the intrusive hard sale and they've done something to you personally in that regard, don't be mean to fucking sales associates. Don't be nasty. Like, I just say to them, look, next time you're on training and they ask if there's any questions, maybe raise that if you want to. She was asking us which Dior Privé I had today, and I drew an absolute blank. And I was looking up and down the line, and she must have thought I was bullshitting. And I was like, oh, Bois d'Argent, Ambre Nuit. And then I was like, Cuir Canage, Patchouli Imperial. I used to have Fève de la Suisse, and she blew up at that. She was like, oh, I used to love that. I don't know why they got rid of it. And I was like, yeah, sold my bottle as well. And I was like, Leather Rude. And she was like, I didn't really like Leather Rude. And I thought, no, you're young and pure. I thought, you're young and pretty. You're not gonna like that fucking horrible old working men's club stench. You know what I mean? I nearly whipped out the vintage Derby, you know, but because I took that in for the girl on manager to smell. You know what I mean? I was like, and I showed her it, and pictures, loads of pictures of it, and she was sending it to the manager and stuff like that, like the area manager and stuff. And she was like, "Look what one of the punters has brought in." I was like, I dipped a pipette, which I keep in the box, into the bottle, and I swiped her hand with it a few times and stuff so she could get a good feel for the smell. And I was like, excellent, enjoy that, love. How is H Beauty? Good selection of frags. Yes, it's okay, Raj. It's okay. It's not amazing. If you've been involved in fragrances for a while, you're looking for something that is I mean, I'm looking at brands like 80s de Venustus. I'm looking at brands like Les Indomitable, Serge Luton, Parfum d'Empire. They've got all the things you'd expect. Roger. They've got Roger. They've got Parfum de Marly, Creed, Coeur de Jean, Chanel, Le Labo, Dior, Tom Ford, Guerlain, YSL, Estee Lauder, Bond number 9. Ugh. They've got loads of shit brand. Maison Margiela, Juicebox, fucking Tiziana Terenzi, but not Lordano Nero. Surge off. Fucking surge off. They're getting a stand. They're getting like a proper stand in fucking Phoenix in Newcastle. And if Raphael turns up, I might just stick the fucking nut on the cunt, like. Get myself bored. I'd be like, well, fuck him, prick. Last week, I had a young sales associate tell me Habit Rouge EDT is a new release. Oh, God almighty. After the classic Parfum, you live in France as well. That should be like a criminal offence. Bring back the guillotine for that shit. That is outrageous. Okay, so more commercial side of niche. Yes, that's, yeah, that's what it is, mate. No Frederick Mall. But that might be a Phoenix exclusive. Phoenix is in Newcastle. So maybe they've got like a rule that they can't sell them in both. There's a Sephora opening though. So I imagine that's going to have loads of designer shit. You know, I don't know why there's a Sephora opening there. There's a Harrods opening there. There's a Sephora open there. There's a fucking, what's that other one? That is where Debenhams used to be. There's like a big, is it Slater? It's not Slater's, man. What they're called? The place that Mike Ashley owns. It's where all the charlers go to get their clothes. Oh, God. What is it called? You'll know what it is as soon as I say it. Oh, shit, man. They buy all their clothes there. I just asked Richie G, he'll know. Or is he in the theatre? Or on the metro? Oh, the swine. Fraser's group. It's not House of Fraser. What's it called? Flannels. Fucking flannels. Flannels. It's called Flannels. There's a Flannels in there, obviously. They've got some shit perfumes. They've got the Dolce & Gabbana high-end line. Fuck off. Fennec on Bond Street sadly closed down. Yes. Yes, Risk Designs, you were right. Of course. That is a shame. Fenix's original store was actually in Newcastle, would you believe? Fenix's original store, they're from Newcastle. And did you know the first ever Rolex boutique in Great Britain was in Newcastle as well? Set up 103 years ago. How fun. Marc-Antoine Barbois coming to Harrods from today. Enjoy. Wrist design says I'm a chav. It's not so much that they're chavs, it's them people with the white teeth. You know the ones. The upwardly mobile young'uns. Rich, without the Raphaels of this world, what would fuel your outrage? Oh, I'd find something else, don't worry. Whole floor finna stink of that synthetic shit. Yes, it's fucking, oh, it's awful. Who was it the other day who smelled? I think it was Pradeep. Was it not Pradeep? Pradeep, was it not you that said that they smelled, what's it called? Ganymede, and said you thought it was incredible. I always laugh hard every time you say this, amore. Fucking hell. I can just hear him say, ah! It's just, Sergio, amore. Fuck off, you fucking weird bastard, you. Fucking hell. Towie, yes. Geordie Shaw. Shamefully, I went to school with Gary, who was 2 years below us. I've heard F for flannels is fake. F is for flannels. F is for fake, allegedly. F is for full of shit. As a creation, I guess it's incredible, but it's blended incredibly poorly. It's just a nasty fragrance, just far too much. It's just far too much. You know, as a perfume, as a fucking, just everything about it's just really, really, it's like an anti-perfume. Do you know what I mean? And I don't mean like your mother's sister. That's not that kind of anti. I mean ANTI. It's like the anti-perfume. It's like there's anti-social, anti-Christ, anti-perfume. You know, Ganymede is disruptive. Well, that's it. You see, I appreciate the fact that Ganymede's different. I agree with you. Disruptive is a really good way to put it. For goodness me, it's rough as fuck. It's so rough. It's so angry. You know? It's just bad. The hell is in those Crivelli? You could smell that aroma chemical 10 meters away. Who was it today who was telling us to sell the oh, it was you, Pradeep, as well. Sell the patchouli magnetique. Montebaco Intensivo is nice from Ormangin. Somebody mentioned Ormangin before. Do you like anything from Ormangin, says Yvonne? Which one should I try? The Man, actually. Ormangin Man or something. You know, a lot of people rate them, but they're made by Geyser Schön and they smell like Geyser Schöns. You know, they smell like Geyser Schön. And while he doesn't make huge amber wood shite, his I just don't like his stuff, if I'm honest. Unfortunately, anything disruptive to the genre in that 2020s will lead to a flood of bullshit in the market. I mean, we're at the point now where I just don't think there's any going back. I do agree with Divine here when he says we saw it with Aventus, we saw it with Baccarat, now we will see it with Ganymede. Yes, I do think Ganymede is in that style of fragrance where it will become that big. Dura Rose has told me a few times they cannot restock that stuff fast enough. It walks out the shop. That stuff just sells itself. People just come in and say, have you got Ganymede? And he's like, yep. And they just like give us it. And they just walk out. You know what I mean? That's what they want. Fuck knows how that happens. It just, every once in a while, a perfume it's just the right perfume at the right place at the right time, and it just sells. It happened with Lamal. You know what I mean? It happened with Aqua di Gio. You know? People are going to start fucking pushing it as well. There's a guy at my work who was absolutely steaming with amber woods. It gets in your pores. This stuff must be carcinogenic. It's actually not. It's one of the safest aroma chemicals there has ever been because the size of the molecule is colossal. And it has been tested with, what do you call them? Dermatologists in mind. It's not photosensitive. It's not carcinogenic. It won't get into your port. It won't get into your bloodstream. It's all good stuff. I beg your pardon. Great example. Not even we will see it. We have already seen it. Ganymede pushed the genre into a heavy utilization of Akigala wood. Shout out to my makers. And we already have popular scents using it outside of Ganymede. Great example, Blue Talisman by Ex Nihilo. Another example for you. I've got it right here. You want to know what else uses Akigala wood or Akigala wood? It's this. Barenia. Barenia by Hermes. The new Hermes fragrance. It has a whopping great amber wood, Akigala wood scent. Rotten. Ganymede is much more creative than Aventus. He built that accord over a decade. That doesn't make it more creative, in my opinion. That makes it more refined. Makes it more worrying that he worked on that accord for a decade and still thought it was all right to release. It's so rough. But they've been talking about Biche as the future of perfumery for a long time now. I started getting headaches wearing Ganymede. Had to sell my bottle. I got headaches smelling it. I got headaches testing it. Yeah, I absolutely got headaches from testing it. I had the other bar wars as well. And while I appreciate it's that. I'll tell you what it's like, right? Do you know Rendezvous Rendezvous? It's just the name of the perfume, the one that's on Saint Celia, right? That has that same metallic rhubarb top that Ganymede has, but it dries down much more approachable and soft and nice. The dry down's lovely. The top's really harsh and I really struggle with it. Whereas Ganymede goes fucking bonkers. Ganymede goes off into robot territory. You know, like 1970s robots, you know, where they've got like fucking duct on their arm. You know, they've got like fucking metal duct on their arm and they've got fucking square boxes for heads. It's that kind of robot. It's not like it's not great. Yeah, we're in the Ganymede era right now, says Paroli. Absolutely we are. I don't want it to be true, but I mean, it is. My aunt gave me a bottle of Quorum. She didn't like it on my ankle, so palmed it off to me. What do you think of it, though? It's very green. I've got some vintage Quorum, actually. I can't wear it. I'll have to sell that as well. Makes me itch. I remember it was extremely divisive on release. Only recently bros have picked up on it, says Brodeep. Yes. I mean, yes. The next generation of fragrances will penetrate walls. Neutron. That's what the new next generation of perfumes will be called. Neutron bombs. Not the kind of walls that frag bros want to penetrate. Black Lacquer has a Akigala wood according to one site. Hopefully that's just a mistake. I certainly don't smell it if it is. I need to wear it again. Like, Hermes has been aping Ganymede with their recent mass market releases. Well, that's why he's going there, isn't it? You know, Greece is Zhao. For me, H24 is inspired by Ganymede. Yes, and Berenia's got Akigala wood in it. Do you think they are using a lot of synthetics? I mean, you can just smell that. To me, that's a given. I'm not saying it's not a stupid question. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that to me, it's. I find it very difficult to see how they could make that with, like, you know, a jasmine, sandalwood, rose, lavender, bergamot. I mean, the skill of the perfumer, you probably could make something approaching that, but I mean, the smell of amberwood is very, very. It's very. I mean, it's right there. I've got it on my thing. It's so dry. I've got it from the Oud Ispahan. The Oud Ispahan at first is smooth, and it is sweet rose. It's funky oud. It's exactly the way I remember the original Oud Ispahan smelling. And I mean the first year or two. After that, they started using the amber woods for the ouds. And it just got watered down and watered down. There's a brilliant video with Sebastian and Lania Smith where they compare Oud Ispahan to Oud Palau, and they talk about how Oud Ispahan has been completely and utterly diluted and how surprising it is. And then they smell Oud Palau and they're like, this is what Oud Ispahan used to smell like. And they're smelling the version from 2015, 16, 17. It got watered down after the first year or so. You know? Not the same, but inspired. Porta Sapo has the best application of Akigala wood. Says product, the only woody amber fragrance in my collection is Gucci Guilty Absolute, but it does it so well. I don't get amber woods from Gucci Guilty Absolute. I'll be honest, I don't get that. Not the amber wood that I recognise. Not what I recognise as amber wood. You know, that dry, synthetic, chalky, dusty, texture, gritty, between your teeth sort of thing. Ganymede smells like three things that don't get along. Yes. Jura also said that he noticed that young people are into old school fragrances because they do not see them as old school like we do, so it might come back into style. You can absolutely guarantee. I mean, if anybody saw the United States fucking presidential debate last night, the woman who was doing the arbitration was wearing fucking shoulder pads. Who the fuck thought they were ever coming back into fashion? You might as well be wearing fucking flares. Had mutton fucking chops on her fucking cheeks. Mental behaviour. She was wearing power shoulder pads. That was wild. There are good synthetics too. Yeah, of course there are. Yes, absolutely there are. Me too. I get patchouli from Gucci Guilty Absolute, says Dropout. You mean to tell me you don't like Alexandria too? I don't like anything from Xerjoff, if I'm being honest. I smelled that Symphonia and it was absolutely dreadful. You mean to tell me? No. One of the overdosed ingredients in Gucci Guilty Absolute is leatherwood. I would assume that's a woody amber. I don't think so. Could be. Could be. But if it's a leather note, it wouldn't be woody. Oud Ispahan starts off really smooth, really sweet, really nice, really good, smooth. I said I really liked it, and I did. And as it dried down, it got worse and worse and worse, and the goodness receded from the top, and we are now left with a. It's still just an amber wood. It's still an amber wood, but it's not as blatant and nasty and strong as other amber woods I've tried. The Amber Nui started off cinnamon, a little bit barky, a little bit smooth, ambery, but in there somewhere is something that I recognize as a synthetic woody chemical, and I don't mean amber woody, a synthetic wood, like a Javanol type thing. Thanks very much. I'll post a powerful tracking tip tomorrow. Thank you. Cheers. There we go. When Alain Delon classic first impression? Don't know. I want to do a review or something this week. So we'll see. We will see. And where the fuck is my fucking every delivery? I fucking hate every me, like. Important information. Oh, thanks. No doubt there was a delay. They're going to message me tomorrow. Freaks. I fucking hate every. They're so shit. Why people use them, it is outrageous. We want to let you know to make 300 sales for the month you receive money just as much as fulfilled. Regularly release the amount. Request an increase. I need to go and dehydrate once again, friends. I beg your pardon. If you would like to like the stream, that would be fantastic. And I will be back in a few minutes. Thank you. Oh, so leg. Yes. I'm back. I hope you have been enjoying the stream in silence while I've been away. Thinking of doing a social experiment and just running a stream and saying nothing and doing nothing and just leaving it for 2 hours. Seeing what happens, you know? Seeing if people just come in and talk to each other and that sort of shit, you know? So, as you heard about the new girl on lot called Patchouli Paris? Yes, I have. I've smelled it. It smells like patchouli absolute, if I'm being honest. And there are plenty of other patchouli fragrances which are considerably better. And that one is a nice patchouli, but nice is about as far as I'm willing to go on it. Times gone by, I probably would have bought it. I went through a huge patchouli phase, but I've got lots of really good patchoulis now, you know. Probably that's preventing me from a one-time fall with my money for black light, or it should be priced like Gucci Guilty Absolute. Yes. I haven't either, but it must be mostly synthetic, and goddamn, I want to try it. Welcome, Brandon. How are you? How goes it, Brandon? Have you managed to sell any perfumes recently? I hope you have. I've sold some of mine. Oh. Oh, you son of a bitch. I've paid a fee. Oh, he's done. Fucking wanker. He's not really a wanker, he's just fucking, he hasn't put friends and family, well, they're not goods and services, he's put shit. So I've been charged £3.35. You're gonna have to send me another £5, son. Damn it. 3%. We're in the wrong game, friends. We're in the wrong game. PayPal is theft. But I do have rid of the Baptême de Feu. It's such a weird perfume, this. Gingerbread, powdery, metallic, castoreum. Makes us feel a bit sick. It's so unsettling. It's so unsettling. Very weird. You know? It's very, very strange. I was tempted to blind buy Patchouli Paris for 200ml for €300. 200ml for €300, but then I found my senses very curious to try it. No, it's not worth €300 for 50ml. Oh my god, I've sold another perfume. Who would have thunk it? A vintage opium. How many do you want, my lady? Just the one. Okay. Incredible. That's amazing. It's all go, friends. It's all go. Who would have thunk it? £85 I got for one of my vintage opium eau de toilette. My lady, I will send that to you tomorrow, along with the Baptême de Feu. Vintage opium parfum is so delicious. Yes, I'm still going to keep one or two of them. I just don't need 4. Have you have Serge L'Orphelin? Yes, I do, actually. I do. I think I've got a backup of that as well. I went through a phase of just buying as many vintage Serge as I possibly could. You will end up buying something with that money this week anyway. No, I won't. Certainly not a perfume. Thought about getting a PlayStation 5. I don't know. I won't bore you all with the intricacies of gaming and stuff, but they've released a new PlayStation 5 called the PlayStation 5 Pro, and it's 700 quid. And I'm not paying that. I'm not paying remotely like that. And it can't fucking lay on its side either, and it doesn't have a disk drive. Fuck that is the words I'm looking for. I will survive. I will survive. Without it, I will absolutely survive. Did you think Amber in a way Esprit de Parfum was nice other than the wood note? I prefer the original considerably. You know? So that I can't really say anything. You got to get a 4K TV for PS5. Makes a big difference, says Ryan. Oh God. Oh, fuck off. Maybe I won't then. Maybe I'll just stick with my PlayStation 4. I'm just buying backups of vintages that are still sleepers, says Triplet. They're out there. Gingerbread, Castorium, powder, orange. It's such a bizarre fragrance. People who like head fragrances, DJ would like Baptême de Feu. Does a PS5 Pro lie down and roll over? It doesn't lie down at all, mate. It's not allowed. Should have sent DJ a sample of Baptême de Feu. I think he would have loved it. Welcome, Handsome Smells. How are you? Scent of the Night, Amber Nuit. Is this the original Amber Nuit, or is it the Amber Nuit Esprit de Parfum we're seeing? How are you? Oh. Evening, gentlemen. Scent of the Night. Amber Nuit. How are you? Welcome, Wasim. It is nice to see you here. We have all the vintage British reviewers. We have Raj. We have Wasim. We just need like Greggy Boy. You know what I mean? A full house. Rich, how is Dior Granville? It's alright. It's not. The usual pal. Tried the new one in Harrods. Did not like. Nah. I'm struggling with it as well. Like I've got a little sample the lovely lady decanted for me today. Just meh. It's got a woody note in it that I'm just like, not good. What perfume is good against headache? I'll tell you exactly which perfume is good against headache, and it is Guerlain's Cologne Imperial. It was literally made to help the Empress, was it Empress Eugenie? With her headaches before the invention of paracetamol. You know? That's what that perfume was for. Cologne Imperial, Guerlain Cologne Imperial. It's beautiful. It is absolutely sensational for about 20 minutes. And then it's gone. Gone. And it stays gone. Doesn't do that peekaboo thing. Does nothing. It literally goes and doesn't come back. No problem, Duchamp. I would definitely snort that cologne. You may have more problems than you had. You may have more problems than a mere headache if you snort that cologne. Don't do that. Scent of the Day, In the Mood for Love Man by Gianfranco Ferré. I haven't heard of that one by Gianfranco Ferré. I had Gianfranco Ferré for Men, or for Gianfranco Ferré Men. which I sold. I didn't rate it that highly. I didn't think it was that good. What else have I had by Ferre? Pontaccio 21, which I really love. When are you going to do a top 5 female fragrances list? That's not a bad idea. Have I got 5? Yes. Yes, I do. Eugene's been talking out loud about doing the Dior Privé video again recently, so we will see about that, you know. We will see about that. Eau de Cologne Imperial is from 1860. Yes, it is. What about Cologne de Coq? Cologne de Coq and Eau de Guerlain. Do they have the same longevity as Cologne Imperial? I don't think they're quite that bad. Eau de Guerlain's got a minty note in it. It does stick around about. Get in the algorithm. Don't forget to show your tatas, says Lily. Lily, you animal. In the Mood for Love is an amazing film by Wong Kar-wai. I was talking to Jura Rose about The Last Emperor today. That's a great film. One of the best looking films you'll ever see. Beautiful thing. Very sad. Very interesting. God, this fucking Royal Oud is in tatters. I was again, for anybody who wasn't here earlier, I was amazed to find a backup bottle of Royal Oud that I didn't know I had today. Insane. I was also interested to find a bottle of Silver Mountain Water that I didn't know I had, so I put that up for sale too. And I didn't know, well, I did know that I had a bottle of Venetia by Creed, so I've put that up for sale too. I'm forgetting you have $800 lying around, says Paroli. What kind of dollars are you? Canadian dollars? Because that's not real money, Paroli. I just found out my boss used to be the CFO for Givenchy and Celine. Was that? Give me 2, says Dropout. Oh my God, The Last Emperor. I saw that film countless times in high school when we had a substitute tutor and there was nothing to talk about. Great movie, says Joe. It is a great movie, to be fair. It is an absolutely sensational movie. It's brilliant. It's literally about the last emperor of China, Puyi. A young man who was left a shocking inheritance by Cixi, who was one of the great political operators, one of the last of the Qing. She was the power behind the throne. She was no Wu Ziqian, though. I do like a bit of the old Chinese history. It's very interesting. The Golden Child was also great. Do you have any recommendations on vintage aquatics? You could try Ocean Rain, although Ocean Rain only has a passing resemblance to aquatics. If you want vintage aquatics, you're looking at the classics. You're looking at stuff like Aqua di Gio. You're looking at stuff like Issey Miyake, Paul L'Odyssée. You could go for Ocean Rain by Mario Valentino, which is the last ever Edmond Rudnitsky note, but it's only got it's only got an ozonic note in it. It is thick with like heavy resins and florals, and it's amazing. And it does have a little bit of that aquaticness to it, but it's not. It's more of like a salty kind of vibe. You could get a Peace Marine if you like aquatics. Rich played Ghost of Tsushima on PS4. I've got it. I might do a couple of plays of random games before I get into another Red Dead Redemption performance. I like Neroli Avetiva. Neroli Avetiva is a nice perfume in general, to be fair. What else? There's Mandarin Basilic. Is that not right? Ah! That was this. Do not drop this, for God's sake. Fool. Where was that? Was that over here? Does anybody remember where I picked that up from? I don't. So, Scott is asking, why don't you like Dior Essence? The aldehydes, probably. It's very aldehydic. It's got that classic floral mid, and it just comes off a little old woman to me. You know? You like Herba Fresca. I love Herba Fresca. It's fantastic. But it's got that green. It's like a sheepra. You know what I mean? It's a classic sheepra with, rose, jasmine, fucking aldehydes, patchouli, bergamot. It's just all that classic stuff. It's just, for me, it's just a little bit stuffy. That's all. It's a beautiful thing. Don't get us wrong, but it's a little bit. It's just not for me. Christopher Waltz is perfect German. It tried to gallop Oasis around. Well, hey, scent of the day is Tuscan leather. I need to wear that. I threatened to wear patchouli noisette today. I also threatened to wear Vanille Havane, Oriental Velour, Tobacco Wood, M7, But I didn't. I went with Courageous Homme, which is also aldehydic, but not quite as traditionally femme. It's more ambery, more ambery. Is everybody excited to watch the Ram and Robes 08 stream tonight? I know I'm desperately trying to stay up, desperately trying to stay up, but I don't know if he will. don't know if he has posted the link, so I can't post it myself. Where is Ramsey? There he is. Live. Nope. He has not. So I'm sorry, I have to let you down. I cannot post the link because he hasn't created the live stream yet, so... Her father was a famous Buddhist teacher, created a fascinating woman, says Tripler. Uma Thurman was wonderful in her youth, says Dushan. Talking about aldehydes, it seems they are again back in fashion. Yes, they are. I think the Frederick Mall Acne Studios kind of confirmed that, you know. Are the Chanel Les Eaux better than the Aqua Allegoria? Ooh, they're different. I don't know that you could... I don't know that you could... I don't know that you could necessarily compare them. I think that would be difficult. Galen says, just got you. 2 hours begins now. I hope you were out looking for some new fucking patter. That one is a little bit old. After this stream, I'm going to sleep almost midnight here. I am tired, I must admit. I'd be surprised if I was awake to... observe the stream live, although I will try. I often wake up in the middle of fucking night, like, and it's 2 a.m. It starts at my time, which is just an outrageous time. Rich needs to stay up to defend himself against all the shill accusations that Robes and Ramsey will be making against him. It's 10 p.m. Your watch is fast, says Caboose. It's not 10 p.m. yet. It's getting there. It's going to be tough for me, says Sandra. Oh, it's 10 p.m. their time. Hold on a minute. Caboose has come in and confused me. Mike says, not a big fan of Robes. I once commented on his video that he should try Les Abstraits. His response, I don't review influencer brands. I don't want to speak for either of them, but I think there are tensions there from a while ago about something which almost certainly no longer matters, you know, as is often the way with men. So, I mean, they're both big boys. They don't need me to get in there and sort it out for them. Rob said that? Come on now. I don't think that Les Abstraits is an influencer brand. Sexual tensions between the two hottest Canadian Fragcomm legends, and Galen wants to be right in the middle of it. Oh, yeah. Men always stay mad at something they forgot. Women are mad because they don't forget. That's very profound, RN. That is very profound. Well done. That is true, I would dare to say. Yes, Dushan Morg is from Canada. Caboose says, Robes isn't very good at hiding his rage. He should just embrace it like our duck. I do embrace the rage. I've found fighting the rage. I've mellowed as I've got. Would you believe? I know it's hard, but I've actually mellowed in my old age. I'm 39 next month. I can't believe I'm going to reach 40. If on my 21st, I was surprised to reach 21, actually, the way I was going. But if at 21 you had said to me that I would make it to my 40th birthday, which I haven't, by the way, touch wood, hopefully I do, but if you'd said that, I'd have laughed at you. And I'm not trying to be edgy or cool or fucking anything like that. I was a very silly little bastard when I was younger. And if I wasn't killed by somebody else, it's a miracle I didn't fucking end up fucking doing something silly, which ended up fucking precipitating me leaving this mortal coil, shuffling off. And Duck is raging against the system, that's right. Please do not be touching wood in the stream, says Oren. Sorry. I don't want to get demonetized. Whoops. I've never been monetized and I never will because of previous misdemeanors, which is the story of my life. He did. He's an arrogant know-it-all if you ask me, and very jealous, says Mike. Duck is raging against the system, that's true. But his restrained rant with video evidence was very entertaining, says Caboose. Welcome, Silver Panther. How are you? Fellow October babies. Yes, me and Silver Panther and Germs. And who was it? Who was the other person? It was somebody else. There was like 4 or 5 of us on stream last night. I was streaming on the gaming channel. And no way! Zhao's an October baby as well. Isn't it? Carl Anderson as well. There's absolutely loads of us. October babies. Outrageous. Anybody else want to out themselves as being born in October? "40 is the new 30, don't worry," says Christina. Well, thankfully for the increase in medical science, then that is me being all right and being able to make it that far. Maybe that is true. We'll never know, you know? Does people recommending Michelef wind you up, Rich? I don't follow many people on the tube that recommend these things. I don't follow people on the tube that recommend these things. So my rage is pointed at people who recommend Zerjoff instead, you know. I can hear medication being blistered. You heard it being blistered and imbibed with some tasty water. 5 tablets. 5 tablets. Get down my neck. Absolutely fantastic. Duck was angry only once when they cancelled the cornflake cookies. Yeah, the cornflake crispies have been discontinued and I'm absolutely fuming. Save the Royal Oud for spring. It's wasted in the cold, says Caboose. Intriguing. I don't know. I want there to be a cold weather creed. We'll see about that. I'll bear that in mind. Excuse me. Rich, what is one perfume that you like that was released on your birthday? Yeah. Pass. I will have to come back to you. Shall you're 10 years younger than me, says Dushan. October, baby. Rich, despite all your rage, you are still just a duck in a cage. That's right. Welcome, Herb. Good grief, I've only just arrived. The duck has great skin from all the water and staying in the shade his whole life, says Carl. That's right. I do actually get comments. Would you believe? I actually do get comments about my skin. It's fucking bonkers. Not compliments, comments. People say, fuck no, your skin's You don't look your age. And I'm like, give out. I went bald when I was 19. Fuck off. What does Belgian chocolate have that makes it distinctive? It has Belgians in it. Age is just a number, says Xiao. Perfumes that were released on the year you were born. Now, there's an interesting video idea. There is. A caged duck hath much your fury, says Plato. Is there shade in the UK? The UK is made of shade. And that's it, friends. It's 2 hours. I've done my bit. I hope you have enjoyed my stream, in which I have sold 3 perfumes. And so I will return to you, my friends, maybe with a stream tomorrow, maybe not. I'm not taking poison tomorrow. I'm taking the day off. I'm going to do it on Friday instead, because I'm going to meet someone on Friday, and I refuse to be absolutely buckled when I meet them. So thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting and keeping me company on this Wednesday night. I will see you all again soon. Good evening.